So here are some more pretty cool tips for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now out of the box, if you want to use the joystick here to control the gimbals, pan, tilt, all that good stuff instead of the zoom, what you can do is swipe down from the top, go into the cogwheel, and then you're going to scroll down to slider control. Go into this menu. By default, it will be set to gimbal. If you switch this to zoom, what this will now do is allow you to use the joystick to fully control the direction, pan, tilt of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And then to zoom, you would use this touch slider here. My second tip for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, if you put a screen protector over this lens, what will happen is these magnetic attachments will skate around and not click in the slot. And it can be a huge pain in the backside. So be wary if you use any kind of ND filters, the wide angle lens, any of that stuff. As soon as you put a lens protector on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, another common question on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is, can you close the gimbal and turn power off with an ND filter connected? So there are some brands that are nice and thin that will just close like normal. There's plenty of room there with the ND filter on. I'll leave a link specifically to these filters down below in the comments. So I do actually really recommend these. They're small, lightweight, come in a little case, pack of 4, 40 bucks. And I've had great results from them as well. So powering back on, another tip on using the ND filters is whatever kind of case you get, you're going to want to get a small microfiber cloth. So handling these tiny little ND filters and these magnetic attachments like the wide angle lens, always carry a small little microfiber that you can wipe them down, because you're going to get fingerprints over these every single time. And as soon as you get like a smudge on there, the image is going to suck. Okay, moving on to my next tip. If you bought the Creator Combo and it came with a DJI Mic 2, this thing actually unpaired on me out of the blue. I had no idea what happened. I just went to use it and it didn't show up, didn't pop up on the screen. It unpaired on its own. Or if you just bought a DJI Mic 2 and you need to pair it to the DJI Osmo 3, it's really, really simple process. So you would power the DJI mic on, and when you are unpaired, this light will flash. To pair it is really simple. You would go into the cogwheel, you go to wireless mic, and then you would tap the wireless mic there, which would then give you on-screen instructions on hold the pair button, this little button right here. Then follow the on-screen instructions and you will be able to pair this in, 10 seconds or less, good to go. Another great tip if you use the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is with the speed of the gimbal during active track. Now, if you swipe down from the top menu, you hit this little walking guy here. I always keep mine now to slow for rotational speed. Essentially what that's going to do is it's going to give you a much smoother shot while it's following active track. Even the default I find can be, quite a jarring move, especially if there's a little bit of faster movement. But if you keep it on slow, it will keep the subject good. You just need to be a little bit more mindful of the speed of your movements, but you're going to get a much smoother active shot with the rotational speed set to slow. It's not going to be choppy. It's not going to be all over the place. So speaking about active track, if you go into the face auto detect main menu by tapping that on the left, you can do your face auto detect, which will it will detect your face and then follow you around. You go ahead and hit that start and away you go. There is also a really cool dynamic framing section where rather than it put your face right in the center of the screen, which the framing with face auto detect, it's not always great. It's going to just really focus on your face in the center of the screen. If you go into dynamic framing, start and set up that, you'll be able to set where it active tracks within the frame, and it's going to give you a much better overall picture of how you want your face framed in the picture. So rather than just doing the basic face active track, go ahead and use dynamic framing, and then you can compose your shot a lot better rather than just have your head, regardless of what's going on around you, in the center. I find the basic active track will always point up, and it will cut off the majority of my neck below, which is kind of frustrating. So I always now just use dynamic framing to compose and set up the shot way better, but still take advantage of active track. All right, that'll do it for today's quick tips on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I hope this was helpful. If so, consider leaving a like. But until next time, I've been UK. You've been fantastic. I'll see you in the next one.